My name's Frank. My family has been working this land for over 100 years out here. Life is simple. Quiet mornings, long days, and land that remembers every footprint that's ever crossed it. Or at least it used to be that way. Everything changed the day they built that housing development. Right next to my property. Suddenly, I had neighbors. Not the friendly kind either. I'm talking about HOA neighbors. And with that HOA came her not caring. Now the neighborhood only had one proper road in and out. Bit of a winding drive, maybe adds 5 minutes to your trip. Most people didn't mind. Karen did. See, she figured out something real quick. If she got across the edge of my hayfield, she could skip that road. Save herself a few minutes. First time I saw it, I thought I was imagining things. I'm out on my tractor and suddenly crash. A white luxury SUV plows straight through my fence like it wasn't even there. Dust everywhere. Fence post snapped. Fresh alfalfa crushed flat. I waved her down. Tried to stay calm. Told her, "Ma'am, this is private property. You can't drive through here." She just smiled like I was the one being unreasonable. "Oh, relax," she said. "I'm just passing through." And then she drove off. That should have been the end of it. But it wasn't. The next day, same time, same thing. And the day after that. Didn't matter how many times I fixed that fence, she'd tear right through it again. I put up signs that big ones. Bright red. And no trespassing. Didn't slow her down one bit. I even got the sheriff involved. Deputy came out, had a talk with her. She nodded, smiled, promised to stop. Next morning, right back through my field. Like nothing ever happened. That's when I realized something. This wasn't about convenience. Anymore, she genuinely believed the rules didn't apply to her. And I was done playing nice. But I also knew one thing. I couldn't do anything illegal. So I waited. And then nature gave me the perfect opportunity. Storm forecast. Heavy rain. The kind that turns soil into thick, swallowing mud. That's when I remembered something years ago. We had an irrigation trench running along that exact stretch of land. We filled it in later, but the ground there, still soft, still weak. So I brought out my backhoe. Didn't do anything crazy. Just restored what used to be there. A narrow trench, natural, harmless. Completely on my land. Then the rain came. And it didn't just rain. It poured all night. By morning, that trench had transformed into something beautiful. A muddy trap disguised as a harmless puddle. Looked innocent. But underneath, it was a swamp. Monday morning, I made my coffee. Sat on my porch and waited. 8:15 a.m. right on schedule. There she was. Didn't slow down. Didn't hesitate. She saw the water and went straight for it. Big mistake. The moment her front tires hit, boom, the car dropped like a rock. Mud explodes into the air. Engine screaming, wheels spinning. But the deeper she pushed, the worse it got. Within seconds. Her luxury SUV was buried halfway into the earth. Completely stuck. I gave it a few minutes let. Reality sink in. Then I walked over, coffee in hand. She was furious, shouting, panicking, phone in her hand. The second she saw me, "You did this," she yelled. I took a sip, looked around. Did what? She pointed at the mud. "This, you trapped me." I shrugged. "Ma'am, this is a farm, ground shifts. Ditches happen. That's why people usually don't drive across private property." She didn't like that answer. Started talking about lawsuits. I just smiled. "You're trespassing," I said calmly, "and now you're stuck." Then I turned around and walked back to my porch. It took hours to get that SUV out. Tow truck. Struggled the whole time. Mud everywhere. Damage, plenty, Bill. Even worse. And after that day, she never drove across my land again. Not once. Turns out, sometimes the land teaches lessons better than people do. If you enjoyed the story, hit like, drop a comment. I read all of them, and subscribe for more real stories like this. Trust me, I've got plenty more.